Avesh Warriors back at it with 5,000, and I serve you Spartans thinking about it. 5,001, 5,002 goes to Avesh Warriors for 5,000. Ashutosh Sahu. 5,000 for Avesh Warriors. Next up, ID 68. ID number 6868. Santosh Patnaik, the one holding a gorgeous trophy. His primary role as a batter has played for Bhubaneswar Startup 11. Any takers for the man holding a trophy? Santosh Patnaik. 4,001, 4,002. I'll do it swiftly so that we go forward. 4,003 is going to be unsold for the while. ID 74. ID 7474. Rakesh Sharma. Rakesh Sharma is an all-rounder, ladies and gents. 4,000 is the bid. Dominators with the first. Lift up of the baton, 4,500 by Surgical Strikers. Piggybacking right in the back, 4,500. 5,000 RCB. RCB wants a piece of him as well. Rakesh Sharma, ID 74. It's 5,000. Any counters? Yes, there is. Dominators with 5,500, 6,000 once again. RCB very quickly with a counter. 6,000. 6,001, 6,002. Surgical Strikers and Jyoti as well. Do you want it for 7,000? Yes, they do. 7,000 is the new bid. 75 RCB. 8,000 Mavericks. Suddenly a new actor in the role. 9,000 to RCB now. 95 Mavericks. 10,000 Surgical Strikers. 11,000 Mavericks. He's gone out of tangent. 12,000 Surgical Strikers. 12,000 now for Rakesh Sharma. Thrice his base price. 13,000 Jyoti. Jyoti at 13,000. 13,001. Surgical Strikers want some time, so I'd request any other table to open the bid. 13,000 is the bid for Jyoti. 13,001 RCB with 14,000. Well, now silenced a few tables suddenly. 14,000. 15,000. Jyoti at it. Jyoti at it. They push the budget up by 2,000 by entering into the bid. 15,000 now with Jyoti. 15,001, 15,002. In fact, there is a last second bid. 1 second, it's not over yet. Avesh Warriors. Happy to give it to you at 16,000. 16,000. I saw them before I smashed the gavel back, so I'll give it to them. And my role is to sell it as expensive as possible. 17,000, is it? Do I see a bid? Yes, 17,000, Jyoti. 17,000. Eyes glued at Avesh Warriors. They're talking about it, but they are going to bid for it. 18,000. 19,000. Come on now. Do you have the courage to push it forward towards the 20 mark? They do. It's a bit. 21,000. Jyoti has enough and many in their pocket to take Rakesh Sharma. 21,001, 21,002. No other bids. Jyoti finally take it for. All right, forward, ID 79. ID 79. Pranab Pandey, the batsman. Infosys. Pranab Pandey. Any takers for the double P? 4001, 4002. Not you, neither you, it's unsold. Number 93. ID number 93, Smruti Ranjan Mahanti. ID number 93, Smruti Ranjan Mahanti. The batsman has played for the commendable veterans, quite a popular face as well. Smruti Ranjan Mahanti at a base price of 4,000. Leather ball cricket, mind you. Right-hand batsman and has played for commendable veterans. 4001, 4002. There is surgical strikers with the first bid. Base price. Shopping from the thrift store goes to surgical strikers just for 4,000. It's a steal deal. Moving on. 64. ID number 64. 60 Warriors with 4,000. Thank you. 4001, 4002. Kalinga Panthers with another bid. 5,000 Avish Warriors with a counter. 5,000 Avish Warriors with a counter. 5,001, 5,002. Any other bidders? I don't see any. Goes to Avish Warriors for 5,000. ID number 46 now. ID number 46, Abhish Behra. Here's a wicket keeper. 46. 5. 46, Abhishek Behra. Wicket-keeping batsman again in the ranks to scalp up. Abhishek Behra, 46. 4,000 the base price. Let the ball roll. It's Mavericks rolling the ball at 4,000 the base price. 4-5, Kalinga Panthers. Stallions with half a raise. Back again. You've seen that thrice now. 4,500 with Kalinga Panthers. Kalinga Panthers, 4,501, 4,502. Stallions with 5,500. No, 5,000 Stallions. So Stallions enter with a new bid of 5,000 for Abhishek Behra. Kanta thinks about it, raises the baton at 5. Slowly but surely, they're making a formidable team. Now then, Stallions back at it at 6,000. Stallions back with 6,000. 6,000 Stallions, 6,001, 6,002. Any other takers? I don't see any. Goes to the Stallions for 6,000. Abhishek Behra. Next, 156. Stallions. 156. Binod Behra. $4,000 the base price. Let's hear it for Binod Behra. A primary role of a bowler, a specialist right arm off spin bowler. 4,000 the base price. 4,001, 4,002. Unsold. Let's go to the next one. ID number 80. 80. 80, the ID. Subramaniam Mantri. Subramaniam Mantri, ID number 80. Wicket-keeping batsman. There's a barrage of wicket-keeping batsmen, and there we see a bid straight away by the Dominators for 4,000. 4,500 Kalinga Panthers, 5,000 RCB. RCB 5,000. Kalinga Panthers back with 5,500. 6,000 RCB. Back and forth. 6,500 for Kalinga Panthers. 7,000 RCB. 7,000 for Royal Challengers Bhubaneswar. 7,500 Kalinga Panthers. 8,000 RCB. Thinking cap on. 8,000 with RCB. 8,001. 8,002. Goes to RCB for 8,000. Subramaniam Mantri. Next is ID number 107. 107. Abhijit Garnayak. The next one. Abhijit Garnayak. 107, the first auctions, ladies and gentlemen, of the SOS CCL. And we have another one coming up on the board. Batsman, 4,000 base price, Abhijit Garnayak. Do I see any hands? I don't see any movement whatsoever. 4,001, 4,002. Avesh wants it for 4,000. 4,001, 4,002. It's the Wild Guns with 4,500. Bit of a challenge for Avesh Warriors. I think they're sitting back from the bid. It's 4,501, 4,502. Oh, they're still in it. They're still in it. Avesh Warriors with 5,000. 5,000. 5,500 Wild Guns. Wild Guns with 5,500. They're back at it with a counter. I don't see any other bidders. So it's going to be a countdown. 5,501, 5,502, 6,000 Avesh Warriors. $6,000 Avesh Warriors. Jairam had no clue that it was bidded from behind him. 6,000 now, the bid. 6,001, 6,002. Goes to Avesh Warriors for 6,000. $6,000 to Avesh Warriors, and we move to 102 ID. 102. Saurabh Panigrahi, all-rounder RCC. He's played 4 surgical strikers with the first bid. 4,000. 4,000. 4,500 from the Stallions. Panthers, do you want to bid it for 5? Yes, they do. 5,000. 5,000 Panthers. 5,500 from the Stallions. 6,000 Panthers. 6,500 Stallions. 7. 7. Saurabh Panigrahi has played for RCC, experienced campaigner. 7,000 the bid is with Panthers. It was with Panthers, it's now with Stallions for 7,500. 7,500. Any other bidders? 8,000 Panthers. 8,000 Panthers. 8,000 Panthers now. Do they want to push it, the Stallions? It's 8,000 Kalinga Panthers. Yes, Stallions wants to push it further up to 8,500 now. 8,501. 9,000 Kalinga Panthers quickly discussing about the candidate. And coming back with a bid of 9,000 now. 9,500. At it, 9,500. For Saurabh Panigrahi, 10,000 Kalinga Panthers. Thank you so much for that bid. 10,000, and it's still going live. 10,000 for Kalinga Panthers. 10,001. 11,000 Stallions. 11,000. Heads of Sanatan Jyoti. 2 out, but they scalp him for 1,000. Saurabh Panigrahi goes to the Stallions 11. 11,000 for Stallions 11 then. Next we have ID number 101. 101 SK Sahabuddin. SK Sahabuddin, primary role of a bowler, Rail Vihar Cricket Club, definite experience backing up the skillful talent, SK Sahabuddin. ID number 101, any takers for a bowler? Stallions once again with a 4,000 bid. The Odisha Stallions 11 have patiently wait for their chance, and now they're building their team. 4,000, 4,001, 4,002, Wild Guns with 4,500, I Serve You with 5,000. 5,000, I Serve You. 5,500, Stallions back at it. 5,500 Stallions. All right, 5,501. 5,502. Stallions grab it for 5,500. SK Sahabuddin is quite a name in leather ball cricket. Moving on, ID number 87. 8787. ID number 8787. It's time for Saroj Kumar Samal. All-rounder from the Mavericks. Saroj Kumar Samal starts off with a base price of 4,000. 4,000. Keep an eye on your purse, on your respective purses, gentlemen, before going for the bids ahead. Saroj Kumar Samal, 4,000. 4,001, 4,002. No takers yet. No takers. Still, it's unsold. ID number 65 is the next one. Uh, 65, Ashish Kumar Ray, batsman from Bhubaneswar. Surgical Strikers definitely know him. They want to bid for him at a base price. 4,000. 4,001. 4,002. 4,500. RCB. RCB. 5,000 Surgical Strikers. 5,500 RCB. 6,000. SS. 6,000, and I think RCB are out of it. 6,001. 6,002. No takers yet. It's Surgical Strikers for 6,000. Ashish Kumar Ray. Next up, 116. Surgical Strikers, 6,000. $116, the ID. Next one, 116. 116. Siddharth Behra. Siddharth Behra is an all-rounder. Quite amazing glasses there. Right-handed opener and a right-arm medium fast bowler. Innovator Clouds and SOA veterans. And the first bid coming from the Dominators for 4,000. Panthers with 45. 45. Kalinga Panthers. Surgical Strikers definitely out of it. They're looking at their phones as we speak. RCB talking about it. The Odisha Stallions also discussing maybe. 4,500 Kalinga Panthers. 4,501. 4,502 RCB with 5,000. Do I have a bid? No, I don't have another one. I have Kalinga Panthers with a counter. 45 at 5,500. 6,000. 6,000. 6,500. Thank you. 6,500. Kalinga Panthers. 7,000. Royal Challengers Bhubaneswar. 7,000. 7,500. Kalinga Panthers not leaving it. dripping out the last few numbers from their purse, whatever is allowed. 7,500, 1, 7,500, 2, 8,000 RCB, 8,000 RCB. Double the base price now, 8,001, 8,002, 8,5, 8,5 Kalinga Panthers. Another suspense-full bid, especially between two bidders out here. 8,500 Kalinga Panthers. RCB thinking about it. Probably out of it. 8,501, 8,502. Goes to Kalinga Panthers for 8,500. Siddhartha Behra. Their very own. 8,500 Kalinga Panthers. As we move forward. 4,001, 4,002. 4,500 Surgical Strikers, 5,000 Jyoti. 5,000 Jyoti. 5,000 with a fresh bid. 5 Vampire Dominators. 5,500. 5,500. It's quite to fight it out so that they could come in and batten. 7,500 Jyoti. 8,000. Beautiful bid once again. 8,000 for Sabyasachi Acharya. Vampire Dominators. Not yet, because Jyoti has come out with another counter of 8,500. 8,500 Jyoti. 9,000. 9,000 Vampire Dominators. Keep abreast with the purse's values as well at the same time. This could go anywhere. 9,500. 9,500 for Jyoti. 10,000 Surgical Strikers. Surgical Strikers have come out of nowhere, but Jyoti is not leaving this player to anybody else. 11,000 now. The value has been raised. The stakes are high. Unwavering attitude from Jyoti this time around. 12,000 though. Surgical Strikers have come back. 12,000 Jyoti with a bit of a grimace in their faces. Are they going to go higher? They are. 13,000 Surgical Strikers. 14,000. Surgical Strikers just casually having their snack and bidding ahead. 15, 16. 16 Surgical Strikers. 4 times the value of the player when it was showcased on the screen. It's now 16,000. It's with Surgical Strikers. 16,001. 17,000. Jyoti has come back again. Goodness me. Risky stuff happening. Do they get to the value for the price? They don't care right now. Surgical Strikers, 18,000. 18,000. The name is enough. Sabyasachi Acharya. All-rounder. Great bowler. 18,001, 18,002, 19,000. And 2. A ring. With the pocket. Surgical Strikers are also going through the same. They're also live in the bid. 19,000 with Jyoti. It's a tough one. It's a tough nut to crack. They have 32,000 with them. They take this for 20. They would be left with 12. I think they're probably out of it. They're probably out of it then. We'll go back to their highest bid. So it remains at 12,000 if Surgical Strikers was to scalp it with. 12,000 with Surgical Strikers then. Surgical Strikers, 12,000. Do you want to take it for 13 is the question now. No, they can go as far as 12. So are you... So that's why I was giving them for 12. 12,000. Any other bidders? 12,000. Surgical strikers. 12,001. 12,000 for Raj. 4,000. Panthers. 4,001. Kalinga Panthers. 4,000. Forward. Number 115, please. 5. Guru Datta. Batsman. 8 for TC. 4,000, the base price for Guru Datta, who's already had the experience of playing for a formidable side like TCS. 4,000. 4,000 is the base price for Guru Datta as well. 4,001, 4,002. Kalinga Panthers once again. Shopping Thrift. 4,001. 2. ID 115. Guru Datta. Right hand batsman. 4,000 goes to Kalinga Panthers. Shopping sale. ID number 171. ID 171. Mr. Manoj Chatterjee. He's a batsman himself, middle order. Has played for Rail Vihar Cricket Club. Rail Vihar Cricket Club. The Stallions want to bid for him at 4,000. Manoj Chatterjee. 171. 171. Manoj Chatterjee. 4,000 base price. Stallion already bids for it at 4,000. 4,001. 4,002. It's a bit of a pre-snack sale going on as Stallions get Manoj Chatterjee for 4,000 as well. Next up, we have just 2 more to go before the session comes to an end. We'll take a break. There's ID number 104. ID 104 for Saurav Parida. He's a batsman as well. Played for S3C. Saurav Parida. If that rings a bell. Looks exchanged. 4,000 surgical strikers. 5,000 surgical strikers. 5-5, 6, 6-5, 7, 7-5, 8, 8-5, 9. 9 from the Mavericks, and the baton comes down for correction. 9 from the surgical strikers. Baton comes down from the Mavericks. 9,000 is the new bid. 9,001, 9,002, 9,500. 10,000 Avesh Warriors, 11,000 Kalinga Panthers, 12,000 Avesh Warriors, 13,000, 14 Kalinga Panthers, 15 Avesh, 15, 16 Wild Guns, 17 Avesh. This is blown out of proportion very quickly. 18, 19 Avesh again, 20, Saurav Parida for 20, Avesh 21, 22. Shaky territory. Check their wallets, please. 22,000 for the Guns. The Wild Guns Reloaded. They've come back with a new magazine. 22,000. 22,001, 22,002 goes to Wild Guns Reloaded. Saurav Parida, big purchase. 22,000. One more bid before we close this session. 22,000 Wild Guns. Next one is ID 152. ID 152. Base price of 4,000 is Samendu Prasad Patnaik. The primary role of an all-rounder, right-handed batsman, right arm off-spin bowler. Let's start the bid. 4,000 is the base price. 4,001. Kalinga Panthers, thank you for the first bid. Opening up the auction. Samendu Prasad Patnaik, 4,000 with Kalinga Panthers right now. 4,001, 4,002, No other bids. Goes to Kalinga Panthers for 4,000. Another steal deal. Back-to-back 3 steal deals for Kalinga Panthers. And that concludes another session of this auction. We'll take a short break. We'll come back with some more to go later. Thank you so much. And we can start the reel of the purses as well. Dos. 10. With 35,000.
ID 152.
Okay, this was the last auctions. 1,000. Moving forward, number 1. ID 71. Ashish Kumar Panda. Role as a batsman, Bhuvneshwar startup 11. Any takers for Mr. Panda? Out here on the screen. 4,000 the base price. Let's hear it for this man. Ashish Panda. 4,002. No takers, unsold. Move on to ID 128. Mr. Krishna. ID number 128. Krishna Chaudhary, all-rounder, middle-order batsman, left-arm spin bowling option. All right. Dominators 4,000. Mavericks 45. 5,000. 55. 6,000. 65. 67. 75. 8. 85. 9. 95. Let's just go to 11. Mavericks 11,000. For left-arm. It's almost mandatory to have a left-arm spin bowling option in your team these days. 11,001, 12,000. Jyoti, thank you. 13,000 Mavericks. Quickly countering that. 13,000. 13,001. 13,002. Goes to Mavericks for 13,000. Krishna Chaudhary. Slightly too late, I will say. The wild guns. As Krishna Chaudhary goes to the Mavericks for 13,000, mind you. ID number 105, please, moving forward. $145. 145. Devi Prasad Sahu, all-rounder, right-handed batsman, right arm off spin, leg spin, sorry, and SOA associate veterans. The base price. 4,000 the base price for somebody who has had a lot of experience, especially in the conditions available in this part of the world. Devi Prasad Sahu, 4,000 the base price. Any takers for this man? Yes, there is. Dominators. Kalinga Panthers as well, 4,500. There's been an uprise on the base price. 4,500 now. Panthers, Stallions with 5,000. Stallions with 5,000. 5,500. Kalinga Panthers. A leg spinner and a right-handed opening batsman, mind you. 5,500. Kalinga Panthers. 5,501. 6,000. Stallions quietly raising their baton. 6,500. Kalinga Panthers. Back and forth it goes. 6,500 with Kalinga Panthers. 6,501, 6,502. There's a new entrant. It's Jyoti with 7,000. 75. Kalinga Panthers pretty adamant to let it leave. 8,000, thank you. Jyoti with 8,000. 8,000 is another new bid. 8,500 again. Adamant, reluctant. They want to hold on to Devi Prasad, but our Jyoti allowing them. 8,500 is the bid. No, they aren't. 9,000. They've got money in the packet. And they're going to spend it on this man as well. Devi Prasad Sahu. They want to know what's all the fuss about. 9,500. Kalinga Panthers know what the fuss is all about. 9,500 for Devi Prasad Sahu. All-rounder in the books. Leg spin option. Are we going to see that that silverware on the the budget, which when we get to 10,000, but still at 9,500. 9,501. 9,502. Kalinga Panthers get Devi Prasad Sahu for 9,500. Next, ID number 159. 159. Mr. Nirmal Kumar. Nirmal Kumar, batsman, middle order, base price 4,000. Wish to get more stats on the screen from the next time onwards. They're going to make a new career in this franchise as well. Nirmal Kumar, 4,000, the base price, 4,001. Stallions want a piece of him. And so do RCB, 4,500. 5,000, Stallions, thank you. 5,500, RCB. 6,000, Stallions, 6,500. 6,500, 7,000, 7,500. 7,500. 7,500, RCB. 7,501. 7,502. Stallions need a bit of a breather to discuss about this. As I move my eyes towards the other sides of the room, there's no takers. 7,501. I'll do the countdown again. 7,502. 8,000, thank you. 8,500. RCB is pretty confident about this one. They're sitting quietly, raising their batons with a great amount of alacrity. 8,500. 9,000. The baton is up. This is a risky one. I can sense it from the body languages. 9,000 for Stallions. Risk assessment is necessary, and 9,000 is what they think is a nice one, but RCB back with 9,500. RCB back on this one. It's a counter for Nirmal Kumar. 9,501, 9,502 goes to RCB for 9,500. ID number 126. Let's move on towards the rest. Bhabani Mahanti coming up on your screen. Batsman, right-handed opener, has played for Mavericks, so the name is familiar. Bhabani Mahanti, 4,000 again. Everything starts from 4. 4,001, 4,002. Mr. Rajesh Paikra has entered the room as Mavericks take the first bid for 4,000. 4,000 for Mavericks, 4,001, 4,002. Sold to Mavericks, 4,000 to get a steal deal out of Bhabani Mahanti. $4,000. ID number 132. 132, Mr. Anshuman Senapati. He's a bowler, right arm fast, that is. CCC, familiar name, that's why a familiar team, Surgical Strikers. Raising the baton, 4,000 straight away. Any other interest in the room? I don't think so. 4,001, 4,002. Goes to Surgical Strikers. ID number 61, please. Surgical Strikers, 4,000. ID number 61, please. Mr. Abhijit Parida. Abhijit Parida is an all-rounder, has played the UCCL 2.0 in 2022, is making a comeback into the scene. Abhijit Parida, 4,000 the base price, 4,000. Any takers for this man on the screens, who's an all-rounder, or so to say. 4,001, 4,002. There's one taker now. It's the Guns who have taken it for 4,000. I saw Stallions again picking their baton up, but sitting down pretty. 4,000 to the Guns. First bid, Wild Guns. Wild Guns reloaded. First bid, 4,000. 4,001, 4,002. Stallions back. Bit of indecisiveness initially, and now they're fine with it. 4,500. 4,501, 4,502. Goes to the Stallions for 4,500. Mr. Abhijit Parida. Now moving on. Now this is a popular name. It's going to be a lot of oohs and ahs in the room as I mention the name. First of all, ID 141, Mr. Smarak Patnaik. Mr. Yash himself from KGF. Right-handed opener, right-arm medium fast bowler, he says. CCC, Surgical Strikers at it with 4,000. Smarak Patnaik is driving somewhere in the southern district of Odisha right now as we speak. Supposed to be here. 4,000 Surgical Strikers. 4,500 Wild Guns. 4,500. 4,501. 5,000 Surgical Strikers. 5,000 Surgical Strikers. 5,001. 5,002. Back to Surgical Strikers where he belongs for 5,000 Smarak Patnaik. Next up is 113. Now, I know this name is pretty popular, but this is the other one. Ashutosh Das, 113. 113. He's played for I Serve You, and he's an all-rounder. 4,000 is the base price. Bit of a smile there from the owners of I Serve You Spartans. 4,001, 4,002. Any takers? Yes, there is. I Serve You saving the day for Ashutosh Das. Might go back to his home team. 4,001, 2 goes to I Serve You Spartans for 4,000. Next one is... Next one is ID number 86. 8686. So Rajesh Naik, all-rounder, and has played a lot of cricket. LTI Mindtree and Corporate Limitations, Invitations 11 correction. Mavericks straight at it at 4,000. Familiar names, and Kalinga Panthers 45, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5 Kalinga Panthers. 6,000 RCB, new entry. 6-5 Kalinga Panthers, 7,000. 7,000 with RCB, 7-5. 8,000. 8,000 with RCB. 8,001. 8-5 from Kalinga Panthers. 9,000. I see another one coming in. 9-5 then for Wild Guns. Wild Guns reloaded 9,500. They've just swayed the entire thing away. But RCB still in it. 10,000. 10,000 now. Rajesh Naik. Solid player. Valuable player. 10,001. 10,002 goes to Royal Challengers Bhubaneswar. Watch out for this team. A lot of glam sham in that team as well. Let's go to ID 52, please. ID 52. Mr. Biswas Bishwal. Batsman. Has played for Utkal Spartans. Do I have a baton in my vision? I don't. So the base price 4,000, 4,001, 4,002. In fact, Wild Guns want Biswas in their team. Some belief going forward. 4,000, 4,001, 4,002. They get a steal deal. Biswas Biswal goes for 4,000. Now time for ID 55, please. ID 55, Wild. ID 55, Prithabas Pradhan, all-rounder, Utkal Spartans. Oh, sorry. Utkal Spartans, 4,000 the base price, 4,001, 4,000. Jyoti are going to take it. Pritabas. 4,000. 4,001. 4,002. Avesh won a piece of him as well. With 4,500 for Pritabash Pradhan. It's a raised bid thanks to Avesh Warriors. 4,501. Jyoti doesn't want to leave it so easily. 5,000 is the new bid. 5,001. 5,002 goes to Jyoti for 5,000. Next up is ID number 121. 121 ID, please. Mr. Sabyasachi Patra. Again, there have been a couple of Sabyasachis. This is another one who's pretty well experienced, has played a lot of cricket with Infosys, with Corporate Invitations 11. Right arm medium fast bowler, Sabyasachi Patra. Definite team man, that's for sure. 4,000. 4,000. I get my first bid from I Serve You Spartans. 4,000. He gets a new team, maybe. Sabyasachi Patra. 4,001. 4,002. Well, Tathagat Raut wants a piece of him, maybe. They're having a discussion. 4,003 goes to the Spartans for just 4,000. I Serve You Spartans. As we move forward to ID 149. 149. Sarfaraz Nawaz is an all-rounder, right-handed opener, right-arm medium fast bowler. Do I have some interest in the room for this man? Sarfaraz Nawaz. Nicely well-suited man out there in the profile photo. Mavericks wants him for 4,000. So do Wild Guns for 4,500. Avesh for 5. Do you want it for 5,500? Mavericks, yes, they do. 5,500 is the new bid. 6,000 Avesh Warriors. 6,500. 6,500. 7,000. Avesh Warriors have plenty of points with them for Sarfaraz Nawaz. 7,000 is the new bid. Jyoti wants to enter at 7,500. 7,500. Jyoti. 7,501. In fact, Mavericks again with another bid. 8,000 the counter. 8,001. 8,002. Goes to Mavericks for 8,000. Sarfaraz Nawaz. Mavericks. Vikram Kumar Chenat is the next one. ID 122. All-rounder again. Has played for Idco. Anybody interested for Vikram Jena, if that name rings a bell? From what you have seen from the cricketing career, Jyoti definitely wants a base price bid for 4,000. No real interest in anywhere else apart from the middle. Right bang in the middle, Kalinga Panthers, 4,500. 5,000, Jyoti again with a reverse bid. Trying to push the issue for Kalinga Panthers. They're happy to grasp it at 5,500. Calculators coming out. 6,000, Jyoti again. Keep the calculators handy because you're getting maxed out with your purse. 6,000 Jyoti, 6,001, 6,002 goes to Jyoti for 6,000. Mr. Vikram Kumar Jena. Next is ID 103, please. ID 103. Mr. Prabhudatta Behra. He's a bowler. Innovair Clouds is his previous team. ID 103. 4,000 is the base price. 4,001, please. 4,002. 4,000. Dominators, thank you so much. First bid. 4,001, 4,002. Goes to the Dominators for 4,000. It's a steal deal again. And you can expect that because we're reaching towards the business end of this auction. Next up, ID 89. 4,000. Dominators, Vampire. Next is ID 89. ID 89. Sangram Keshri Das, all-rounder. LTI Mindtree, basic price. And the base one is 4,000. 4,000, Sangram Keshri. 4,001, 4,002. Kalinga Panthers wants a little piece of him as well. Sangram Keshri Das. They're shopping in bulk. Kalinga Panthers right now. 4,001, 4,002. Goes to Kalinga Panthers for the base price. Next is ID 75. 4. ID 75. Mr. Gaurang Naik, bowler. Commendable veterans. Previous team, 4,000 again. Can we have a bid for Mr. Gaurang Naik? 4,000, 4,000, 4,001, 4,002. Unsold. ID number 94, next up. ID 94, Soren Kumar Pradhan. Soren Kumar Pradhan is a batsman, has also played the LTI Mindtree. 4,000 base price, 4,001, 4,002. Unsold. ID 167. ID number 167, please. Mr. Swagat Mahanti. Batsman, middle order, 4,000 base price. Are you looking for a middle order resource to strengthen that phase of the game when there is a much required partnership comes into play? Somebody who can stick around, get those singles. The good old VK18. Swagat Mahanti, middle order batsman, 4,000 the base price. 4,001, 4,002. No bid, unsold. Moving forward to ID 88. ID 88 is Akash Bharadwaj, wicket-keeping batsman. Again, another prospect. If you're still lingering behind in that department, 4,000 the base price. 4,001, 4,002. Nobody interested. It's going to remain unsold. Time now for ID 76. It's a quick phase right now, which is good. ID 76. So Deepak Kumar Sahu, batsman, has played for GP Blaster. Any takers for a batsman? Or have you had enough of them? Deepak Kumar Sahu. Surgical Strikers want a piece of him. So do Jyoti Motors. Correction, Jyoti for 4,500. 5,000 Surgical Strikers. 5,000 Surgical Strikers. 5,500 Jyoti. Jyoti 5,500. 5,500 Surgical Strikers deciding over it. Deepak Kumar Sahu, 5,500 so far. 6,000 Surgical Strikers. 6,500 Stallions. Enter from the back. 6,500 is the new bid for the man Deepak Kumar Sahu on the screen. Do we have a counter? Yes, we do. Jyoti comes in with 7,000. 7,000 the bid now. 75 Surgical Strikers still in it. 8,000 Jyoti doesn't want to leave. 85 Surgical Strikers. 8,500 now suddenly. More than double the base price. 8,500. Surgical Strikers. 1, 2. Goes to Surgical Strikers for 8,500. A bit of a fist bump from Tathagat Raut. Mr. Deepak Kumar Sahu is their bag. Now next one is ID 83. ID number 83, please. Mr. Anurag Kumar Singh. Another batsman, played for MPL. Anurag Kumar Singh, 4,000 the base price. 4,001. 4,002. Unsold. ID 158, please. ID 158. Mr. Sarath Kumar Jena. Batsman or an opener as well, has played for the Lawyers team. 4,000 the base price. 4,000 the base price. Any legal action that you need help with in the team? 4,001, 4,002. Unsold. Next up is ID number 50, 50. ID 5050. HARI, Hurry, is a bowler. Hurry up, let's bid for him. RCC is what he's played for with a 4,000 base price. 4,001, 4,002. Yes, there is a bid. I serve you, Spartans, for 4,000. Anybody else? It don't seem like. 4,001, 4,002 goes to the I serve you, Spartans, for 4,000. ID number 69. 69. A lot of giggles I can see. ID number 69. Manoranjan Tripathi. He's played for Bhubaneswar as a batsman. Base price of 4,000, please. Manoranjan Tripathi. Straight away, dominators. Jumping on it with the first bid, 4,000. 4,001. In fact, there's Wild Guns as well as Avesh with 5,000. 5,500, Vampire Dominators. 6,000 Avesh. 6,500. 7,000. 7,500. 8,000. 8,500. 9,000. 9,500. And 10,000 now. 11,000. 12,000. 13,000. 14,000. And I think they've run out the money. 14,000 Avesh was definitely winning it if they were going to drag them forward as much as possible. And they are now sitting with Manoranjan Tripathi at 14,000. 14,001, 15,000. Kalinga Panthers haven't backed out yet. 16,000. Bit of a sparring going on. At 16,000, Avesh Warriors would have gotten that for 14. Now it has been stretched to 16. 16,001, 16,002 goes to Avesh Warriors, and a bit of a applause in between themselves. Manoranjan Tripathi looks like a great scalp for this team. Now, ID number 92. 92. Mr. Dilip Maharana. Base price 4,000, another batsman. 4,000 the base price. 4,000 the base price. 4,001, 4,002. No takers. It's going to remain the same. It's going to be unsold as we move to ID 60. ID 6060. Mr. Sambit Kumar Hathi. Batsman from Bhubaneswar Startup 11. 4,000 once again is the base price. Sambit Kumar Hathi, ladies and gentlemen. Any takers? 4,000 is the base price. 4,001, 4,002. It's going to go into my pocket because he's going to remain unsold. ID 131, please. 131. So Sibashish Behra. Sibashish Behra is the new name. All-rounder, opening batsman, right arm, off-spin bowler. Lots of off-spinners in the mix. But do you know by somebody named Subhashish Behera and want to scalp for your team? 4,001. 4,000 to Jyoti with the first bid. Second one for the Vampire Dominators, 4,500. 5,000, thank you. 5,000 Jyoti. 5,000 for Jyoti. 5,001, 5,002. There's another entrant, Stallions at 5,500. Is Wild Guns interested anymore? Because 5,500 is the new number. 5,500, 5,500. Jyoti wants it for 6,000, yes. 6,000 now for Team Jyoti for the resource and the services of Subhashish Behera. 6,500 Stallions. Adding another 500 to the Russian roulette. Subhashish Behera, 6,500 right now. 6,501, 6,502. I just see hands, no battens. Goes to Stallions for 6,500. Adulation there, they seem really happy. 173 is the next ID. Jyoti Ranjan Naik, wicket-keeping batsman, middle order, 4,000 the base. Just feel like there's going to be no bid for this one. 4,001, 4,002. Yes, unsold. Time now for another ID, 136. ID 136, please. Syed Salim Hussain is an all-rounder. Syed Salim Hussain is all-rounder, right-handed opener, right-arm fast bowler. All right. Are we talking about a great resource in your team who can bowl up front and can also bat as an opener? 4,001, 4,002. Still no interest. Moving on, 174. ID 174. Mr. Saroj Kumar Sahu. Well, that is a DP. Right-handed middle-order batsman. Definitely works out. Quite fit. And these days, fitness is at the helm of everything that is sports right now. $4,001, 4,002. No interest. Moving on, ID 144. Mr. Chitrabhanu Jena, all-rounder, right-handed opening batsman, right-arm medium fast bowler, has played for SOA and Associate Veterans. 4,000 the base price then. 4,000, 4,000, thank you. Dominators with a bid after a bit of a hiatus. There's a bid. 4,000. 4,001, 4,002, RCB 4,500, 5,000, Kalinga Panthers coming in late, Avesh as well. Rajesh Paikrai with the baton with 6,000 now. 6,500, 7,000, Jyote, 7,000. 7,000 now, they've stretched it a bit. Maybe long enough to think about it a little longer. 7,500, thank you RCB. 7,500, 1, 7,500, 2, 8,000, Jyoti not out of it yet. They might have just pushed RCB away from this bid with 8,000, 8,001, 8,002. A surgical strikers. out of everybody else have come out at 8,500. Do you want a 9,000 bid? Yes, they do. There's another bidder as well. It's not over yet. 9,000 for the wild guns. They're firing wild bullets right now. 9,000. 9,001, 9,002 goes to wild guns eventually, who were the last bidder in that little action going on, the previous one. Chitrabhanu Jena goes for 9,000 to the wild guns. Reloaded. ID 45. ID 45, Mr. Rudra Patnaik. All right. ID 45, please. Rudra Patnaik, batsman from SON Mavericks. Once again, 4,000, 4,001, 4,002. Unsold. ID number 59, 59, 59. Mr. Vikas Kumar Parida. Vikas Parida. Infosys Limited is a batsman as well. Any takers for this man? 4,001, 4,002. There is one taker. Spartans with 4,000, thank you. The first bid and probably the only bid. 4,001, 2. It's going to remain the same bid. 4,000. Vikas Kumar Parida goes to the I Serve You Spartans. Spartans I Serve You, correction. Moving on. ID 168. 168, you have Sambit Senapati coming up on your screen. Sambit Senapati. Primary role as a batsman, right-handed opener for SOA. 4,000 again for Sambit Senapati. 4,001, 4,002 remains unsold. ID 164, please. ID 164, please. His name is Debashish Poti, right-handed opener. Has played for S3C and AB Unicorns in the ECC tournament. Debashish Pati going 1, Debashish Pati going 2. Debashish Pati is going to remain unsold. 118 now, 118. Mr. Kaibalya Prasad Kahal Singh. 118. Kaibalya Prasad Kahal Singh is another right-handed opening batsman. Lots of right-handed opening batsmen in the list that has been provided to us this time around, the people who have signed up. 4,001, 4,002. Another one unsold. Let's go to ID 72, please. ID 72. ID 72 has Mani Patnaik. Mr. Mani Patnaik is a bowler from Vintage Properties. Mr. Mani Patnaik, if you're in search for a bowler who's confident enough to just write it as a bowler, 4,000, 4,001, 4,002, unsold. Mani Patnaik. Another ID is 43, please. ID 43. Just trying to wrap it up as soon as possible. ID 43, Manoj Kumar Dale. He's a bowler again from Mavericks. 4,000, 4,000. Do you have extra change to spare? 4,000. 4,001, 4,002. Is there? There's Spartans with the last second bid. 4,001, 4,002. I Serve You Spartans get Manoj Dale for 4,000. It's going to be in the in the playing 15. Moving on, ID 157. Abhishek Samal. Mr. Abhishek Samal. I serve you. I serve you Spartans ko chariye. Right. Next ID is 157. Abhishek Samal. He's a batsman, right-handed opener, plays for SOA. As Ashutosh Das bids as a due for the evening. Abhishek Samal, 157. Any takers for this man? 1, 2, unsold. Next, ID 150. ID 150, Asim Kumar Jena. Asim Kumar Jena is a top bowler, right and fast, CC. We have seen a lot of him in tennis ball cricket and sometimes in leather ball as well. Asim Jena, any takers for him? 4,000 is a great deal. Yes, Vampire Dominators definitely making a great deal. 4,001, 4,002. There's a taker with Stallion. 4,500. Kalinga Panthers were also interested. With 5,000, they have come back into the bid. 5,000 now for Asim Jena. Almost gotten stolen away. They've got their nails out. 5,001, 5,002. There's Wild Guns Reloaded for 5,500. 501, 5,502. No other takers. Surgical Strikers out of everybody else. His own team in tennis ball cricket. 6,000. Asim Kumar Jena for Surgical Strikers. Extra money to spend. And might as well go for somebody there. No Asim Jena. 6,001, 6,002. Well, Wild Guns not yet done with the bid. 6,500. Surgical Strikers, as we know clearly, have some money in their pocket. Are they going to bid for him though? 6,501, 6,502. Goes to Wild Guns Reloaded for 6,500. Asim Kumar Jena, and high fives in that table. Next up is ID 53, and we have to have a relook at this man who's coming up next. Somehow came in the mix of the 40+ group. Abhinash Bhuiya, all-rounder from S3C. Abhinash Bhuiya, the stage is set. It's the Vampires with the early bid, and so are the Stallions right back at them with 4,500. 5,000 Vampire Dominators. 5,000. 5,000 is the new bid. It's 5,001, 5,002, 5,500. Avesh Warriors and Jyoti with 6,000 as well. 6,000 again. Jyoti comes in. Jyoti Premier Private Limited. 6,500. Vampire Dominators. Not letting it slip that easy. 6,500. 7,000. Jyoti. 75. 75. They have their eyes fixated on this one. 7,500. 1, 7,500. 2. 8,000 Jyoti with the last second deal. 8,500. Confident owner of Vampire Dominators on this one. 8,500 1. 8,500 2. 9,000 Jyoti. 9,500. Get ready for a counter. I think they're done. 9,500 is what they can stretch to. And I don't think anybody else wants a piece of Abhinash Bhuiya. 9,500 1, 9,500 2 goes to Vampire Dominators. Abhinash Bhuiya. This falls into their strategy, into their framework of making a team up. They're pretty happy there. ID 84. 84, 84, 84. We have around 15-16 names to go. Slightly more maybe. 84. Mr. Joydeep Mishra. Batsman. RCC. 4001. 4002. Unsold. ID 160. 160 please. Yes. Crickleague.in. On their toes. ID 160 please. It's Amaresh Prasad Mahapatra. ID 160. Yes. Batsman, another opening batsman, and is played for Kalinga Warriors. The amount of batters these days. 160. Amaresh Prasad Mahapatra. 4001. 2. A bid by RCB. Thank you. For 4000. Amaresh Prasad Mahapatra then. 4001. 4002. Goes to RCB. For 4000. Next up is ID 6666. Debashish Raut. So Debashish Raut. Primary role as a bowler, has played for the S3C. First bid from the Dominators. 4,000 is the bid. 4,000 is what they're going to scalp it for. If anybody else is not going to match it up, Jyoti matches it up with 45. 5,000 for Stallions as well. Stallions at 5,000. 5,001. 5,500 Jyoti. Do you want to bid at 6? No. 5,500 Jyoti. 6,000 for Avesh Warriors. And they bite their teeth. 6,500 from Jyoti. 7 from Avesh Warriors. 7,500 from Jyoti. 8,000 from Avesh Warriors. 8,500 from Jyoti. 9,000 Avesh Warriors. Looking at their purses at the same time. 9,000 Avesh Warriors for Debashish Raut. 9,001. 9,002. Well, Kalinga Panthers. New entry. Welcome. At 9,500. Well, talking about welcoming new entrants. Surgical Strikers with the 10,000 bid. 11,000 now. Suddenly there's an interest. 12,000 Kalinga Panthers. 13,000 Avesh Warriors. 13,000. 14,000 Kalinga Panthers. 15,000 Avesh Warriors might have just maxed out their purse profile. 15,000. That's a big number, considering we're at the fag end of this auction. Surgical Strikers had to walk out because they just had 10,000 in their kitty. Now 15,000 for Avesh Warriors. 1, 2. Goes to Avesh Warriors. They have a prime bowler in their side in Debashish Raut. 15,000. ID 146, please. ID 146. Ramakant Sahu. It's right arm off spinner. Steadfast resource in your team. 4,000 the base price is a steal deal. Is anybody going to scout him into his team? Into their team, correction. 4,000 the base price. 4,001. 4,002. Unsold Ramakanta Sahu as we move to ID 78. ID 78. Mr. Alok Kumar Das. Mr. Alok Kumar Das is a batsman, has played for the Utkal Spartans. These are the names of the teams they have been associated with previously, or the tournaments they have been partaking in. Alok Kumar Das, 4,001, 4,002, no takers for Alok Das. He's remaining unsold. Now, moving forward to ID 98 as well. 98. Mr. Chaudhary Debasi Swai, batsman, Kalinga Warriors. That's the history that you can know of from whatever is available on the stat screen. 4,000 the base price, 4,001, 4,002. No bidders. Yes, there is. RCB, 4,000. For Chaudhary Debashish, 4,001, 4,002. No other bidders. Goes to Royal Challengers Bhubaneswar for 4,000. You see 14 team members for RCB. They're just looking for that one gem in their crown with 7,500 left in their kitty. Mavericks have completed 14 players as well. They have left with 3,500. So they have to pick up one from the pool of 40 plus. Avesh Warriors have still 17,000 left with them. 3 more definite players required. Kalinga Panthers require 1 more player with a lot of money, so they can challenge the bidders coming forward. They can just go for the best one out of the lot that is left. 3 more players required for Odisha Stallions as well. Same with Avesh. 25,500 is what they're left with, so enough money to complete that squad. 2 more players required for Vampire Dominators with 9,500 in their kitty. It's not a lot of budget left for all of those. Next is Jyote. They're left with just 21,000. They have to take 4 more players. Wild Guns Reloaded have just 3,500 left. They have done up their squad pretty well. And Spartans I Serve You are just looking for that single team member to complete that 15. Surgical Strikers have, again, played smart, left with 10,000, and they can pick a scout just out of the left out bowl, or maybe the players who have been unsold. Completed that squad. Now moving on to ID 51, please. Mr. Kamal Singh. Mr. Kamal Singh, ID 51. Bowler. 51 ID. 4,000, 4,001, 4,002. No takers. Unsold. ID 7070. 7070. Sanjay Jena. All-rounder. Just come out of nowhere then. 70 itila. Thik tila. Dithara print age. ID 127. ID 127, please. Siddhant Sagar. Running the new look these days. Right-handed middle-order batsman. Vampire Dominators 4,000, 4,001, 4,002. Any other takers? Jyoti wants it for 4,500. 5,000 Vampire Dominators, back at it. 5,001, 5,002. They will take him for 5,000. Siddhant Sagar goes to Vampire Dominators. All right. The one you guys were waiting for. Let's just bring it out of the lot. ID number I Love You, 143. Tanmay Parida. All-rounder, he says. Middle-order batsman and a right-arm fast bowler. And a round of applause already for him. As soon as he comes out on the screen. SOA, CCC, write a tons of name behind it. He's got a mountain amount of experience. Tanmay Parida, 4,000 the base price. Stallions, add it. 4,000, 4,001. 4,500 Dominators, 5,000, yes. 5,500. 5,000, I Serve You. 5-5 Kalinga Panthers, 6,000 Stallions. Surgical Strikers also have 10,000 in their kitty. 6-5 Kalinga Panthers, thank you. 6,500 for Tanmay Parida. 7,000, well, 7,000. If you're also picking out your captaincy candidates, this 7,500 Kalinga Panthers. This man can play the leadership roles as well. Yes, 8,000. Stallions 8,000. Kalinga Panthers. $8,500 Kalinga Panthers. Check. Quite an irony. The man who has organized the event, the mic goes off when his name comes in on the screen. 9,000 right now. Surgical Strikers enter at 9,500. 10,000 to push Kalinga Panthers to 10,000. There was a definite plan behind it. Well, 11,000 Stallions. 12,000. 13,000. 14,000. 15,000. 15,000. They have not enough money in the pocket. 15,000 Stallions. 15,001. 15,002. Do I have to say it? Goes to the Stallions. Tanmay Parida. This time around for the SOS CCL. He has a new team name. It's called the Odisha Stallions 11. 15,000, yes. That's a good ticker on the moniker as well. For Tanmay Parida, 15,000. Ashutosh Mahanti is the next one. 112, the ID. ID 112. Ashutosh Mahanti. Any takers for Ashutosh Mahanti? All-rounder, 4,000. 4,001, 4,002. It's going to remain unsold. Let's go to 57 ID. Let's go to 57 ID. Mr. Subham Panda. 57, yes. Subham Panda, 57. A bowler from Infosys. That's quite a badge of honor. Playing for Infosys in Bhubaneswar. 4,000. 4,001. Kalinga Panthers. Kalinga Panthers, as expected. 4,001, 4,002. Well, Spartans, I serve you. 4,500. 4,500 for Mr. Shubham Panda. 4,501. 5,000 Kalinga Panthers. Not taking their time. They're deciding fast. And they're bidding faster as well. 5,000 right now for Shubham Panda. 5,001. 5,002. No other takers. Goes to Kalinga Panthers for 5,000. Subham Panda. Moving on. An ID just before 57. It's 56. 56 now the ID. Siladitya Behera. Strong player, this man. Well, hasn't presented a photo. Or so it seems. Now it does. Quite a sound cricketer. Jyoti, 4,000. Thank you. 4,500. Vampire Dominators. 5,000 Jyoti. Jyoti 5,000. Bit of a giggle exchanged between the team owners and the players as well. 55,000 right now with Jyoti. 5,001. 5,002. Goes to Surgical Strikers have sneaked in. 5,500. Well, Siladitya Behra has a lot of history with Surgical Strikers as well. 6,000 though to Jyoti. 6,500. 6,500. Bidding for history. 7,000. Jyoti wants to make history. 7,000. They want to make a new one for Siladitya Behra. 7,001. 7,002. Stallions have some money left and they are going to bid for Siladitya. 7,500 now. Jyoti 8,000. Jyoti have their minds fixed on 108. 108. Jagjit Mahanti. Innings Cricket Club. Let's Jagjit Mahanti. Everybody definitely 15 already in their mind. Does this man factor in? Jagjit Mahanti. Avesh does. 4,000. 4,000. 4,001. 4,002. No other. Or is there dominators? 5,000 Avesh. Just required. Just pushing you further. 5,000. 5,001. 5,002 goes to Avesh. Yes. Wearing a wonderful, vibrant shirt in that photo. Right arm off-spin bowler. And that's all he's got in his kitty as a skill. Surgical strikers. 4,000. 4,500 dominators. 4,500. 5,000 surgical strikers. Dominators are out. Avesh Warriors 5,500. 6,000 surgical strikers. 6,000 surgical strikers. Sandeep Kumar Bhonj there, 6,000 for surgical strikers, 6,001. Avesh Warriors, 6,500. 6,500. Avesh Warriors, 7,000 surgical strikers. They have the power over the other teams right now because of the money left in their kitty. 7,000. $7,001. There's a bit of a discrepancy as well. They can still go further is the word. 7,500, 8,000. Tathagat Raut already up there. 8,500, 9,000 surgical strikers. 9,000 surgical strikers. So 9,000 is what they can bid up to. But you have bidded for 9,000. 9,000. 9,001, 9,002 surgical strikers have him for 9,000. Sandeep Kumar Bhonjateo. And they might just walk out of this arena because that's it for them as well. ID 44 now, moving on. Surgical strikers took it for 9,000. We move on to ID 44. We're left with exactly 11 players for the evening. Vishwas Kumar, prime role as a fast bowler, SON Mavericks. 4,000, Kalinga Panthers straight away, bidding for him. 4,001. Do I have any other bid? 4,002, Kalinga Panthers will have it for 4,000 then. Steal deal. ID 58. Vishwas Kumar went to Kalinga Panthers for the base price of 4,000. Let's move to the ID 58. Mr. Priyabrat Samal as a batsman for Utkal Spartans. Any takers? Anyone trying to fill up the batters bench? Priyabrat Samal, 4,001, 4,002. No takers, unsold. Moving forward, ID 172. ID 172, Tapan Kumar Barik. Tapan Kumar Barik, ID 172. Batsman, middle order batsman, had played for the Lawyers 11. Wants to make a name in SOS CCL. 4,000 the base price. 4,001. 4,002. Unsold again. Moving forward, ID 130. ID 130, Subrat Mishra. All-rounder. Middle order batsman, right arm medium fast bowler. S3C is the badge of honor. Moving to SOCCL. 4,000 the base prize. 4,001, 4,002. There is some interest from Avesh Warriors. Subrat Mishra. 4,000, 4,001, 2. Well, 4,500 dominators with a counter. Unexpected. And maybe Avesh are out of it. 4,500. 4,502 goes to Vampire Dominators for 4,500. Leg spin bowler. Well, Chinaman. A left level for 4,000. Not a lot of people have money left. Could be a steal deal. That's what RCB does. Pritish Sahu. 4,001. 4,002. Is their spot. Snipers, 5,000. CB, 5,000. 5,001, 5,002. Royal Challengers Bhubaneswar have Pritish Sahu, a left-arm Chinaman, in that bowling department. Moving forward, ID 73. ID 73, we have Rakesh Sharma. Suited up, played for TCS. 4,000 the base prize. Kalinga Panthers wants him at 4,000. It's like shopping at the supermarket right now. Wholesale deals. Rakesh Sharma 4,001, 4,002 goes to Kalinga Panthers for 4,000 at the base price. Just 5 more players to go. ID 42, Mr. Sunil Kumar Swai. ID 42. Sunil Swai, batsman, has played for IIT. Thank you. First bid. Avesh Warriors. 4,000. Any other bidders? I don't see any other bidders yet. 4,000. Yes, I do. Spartans, I serve you. That rhymed. Avesh Warriors. 5,000. 5,001. 5,002. They take him for 5,000. Sunil Swai from KIIT. Now ID 62. 5,000 Avesh. 5,000 for Avesh Warriors. And then we move on to ID 62. ID 62. Santosh Pradhan, primary role of a batsman, second innings cricket club, has been mentioned pretty often before this as well. Avesh again with 4,000. Spending their pennies. Now then, Spartans, I serve you as well with 4,500. 4,500. 5,000 again for Avesh Warriors. Just like the last deal they had. 5,000 on the ticker for Santosh Pradhan. 5,001, 5,002 goes to Avesh Warriors for 5,000. ID 41 then. ID 4141. 5,000 Sanatan. 5,000 for the Stallions. Stallions 5,001. 5,002. It go to the Stallions for 5,000. Manish Ranjan. Next up is 117. 117. 117. Swai. Opening batsman has played for the Red Star Club. If anybody has any account of it. Vijay Kumar Swai's antics in the cricketing field. 4,000, 4,001, 4,002. There is a bid by Jyote. Thank you. 4,000. 4,000. And it looks like they're going to take it for that amount. 4,001, 4,002. It's like a carnival in the end. Picking their players as much as they want. And we come to the last one of the day. (135). ID number 135, Abhishek Kujur. Right-handed batsman as well. Likes to open the innings. Utkal Spartans is what he's been associated with previously. 4,000 the base price. 4,001, 4,002. No bids yet. No bids still. That concludes the auction of the inaugural SOS CCL 2025. And congratulations all the teams who have managed to pick up their teams the way they wanted. Okay, before we conclude the evening and head out to our respective homes, I'd request the owners to come out to the stage. There's a bit of a memento. It's going to be provided by the SOACCL member Tanmay Parida for this inauguration of the auction-based cricket tournament. First up, the team owner of Royal Challengers Bhubaneswar, Mr. Tapas Kumar Kar. If you can make it to the stage, Mr. Tapas Kar, kindly come ahead. We'll take a photograph. Royal Challengers Bhubaneswar's team owner, Mr. Tapas Kumar Kar. Yes, thank you for the applause. Next up, the team owner from Mavericks Corporate Cricket Club, the very well-known Mr. Debu Prasad Sarma. If you could make it to the stage, please. Mr. Debi Prasad Sarma, that's been misprinted. Mr. Debi Prasad Sarma gets the pleasantries from Tanmay Parida, the SOACCL organizing committee member, the head. As we call Mr. Manash Kumar Sahu, the team owner of Avesh Warriors. Mr. Manash Kumar Sahu, if you could come up to the dais to pick up your award as well. This is a memento. Thank you for coming in and congratulations on setting a team. Next up, Mr. Ram Prasad Patnaik. Words can't do justice about this man for sure. He's getting presented with the honors by Tanmay Parida. Thank you for coming in, sir, and massive congratulations to you too as well. As I call Rajiv Panda and Nirmalya Das, the owners, both the owners from Odisha Stallions, Mr. Rajiv Panda and Nirmalya Das, the team owner and the co-owner. Team owner, Mr. along with you to accept the souvenir from Tanmay Parida. And I request the team owner from Wild Guns, Mr. Chandan Panigrahi. Again, thank you so much, the officials of Jyote. Congratulations for the team that you have made. And we have Mr. Chandan Panigrahi from Wild Guns Reloaded. Also, Mr. Devi Sarangi, if you can come in as well. Devi Sarangi, the team owner of Spartan. Or if you can send in one of your team members, Pradyut, somebody on his behalf. Pradyut, if you're around. Pradyut, there's nobody around. All right, we'll move forward to Biswajit Baru, the team owner, a joint team owner with Pankaj Motwani, who was out here a while ago. He's going to accept his memento from Tanmay Parida and exchange a lot of smiles as well. And I'd request somebody to hand over the memento Spartans I Serve You as well to Devi Sarangi after the conclusion of this event. I'd request Tanmay Parida to share some words, please. Before that, I'd request the technical members from Jagya Prasad and Rupak, both of you, Mr. Jagjit and Mr. Rupakar. Mr. Jagadev, Mr. Jagadev and Mr. Rupakar, pretty popular names in event organization around Odisha, not just in sports, but in various different events as well.
AK143, live AK143.
And also, the member who broadcasted this whole event live, AK143. AK143 is going to come in with his smiles, always smiling. And a round of applause for him as well as he receives the souvenir from Tanmay Parida. That's it. Now Tanmay will have some words for us.
Hello. Yeah, may I kindly have your attention? The last recognition that we want to is for our wonderful host of the event, Mr. Diush. Without him, this auction couldn't have been so energetic. Thank you, Diush, for coming in here.